Hello guys, what's up? Today I will do a video about my predictions for the final two match days of the European qualifiers for the FIFA 2026 World Cup, and I'm gonna give you all the scores which will happen probably, and also I tell you the national teams which will proceed and qualify for the World Cup in USA, Canada, and Mexico. Starting things off with the Group A, there we have Germany, Slovakia, Northern Ireland, and Luxembourg. Let's go to the match day 9. We have Slovakia versus Northern Ireland. My prediction is Slovakia will win 2-0 at home against the Northern Ireland side, cause they are good. They also have they also want to go directly to World Cup as first place. Although Germany is too strong actually, and they will also demolish Luxembourg. They will demolish Luxembourg again in away with a 0-4 scoreline. The final matchup will be Germany versus Slovakia, and surprisingly, I'm gonna say this match will end in a 2-2 draw. And the other match, Northern Ireland will win 3-1 at home against Luxembourg. But although that, Germany will be first in the group with the goal difference, because Germany have 9 and Slovakia have 5 at the difference. And yeah, we go over to Group B. There we have Switzerland, Kosovo, Slovenia, and Sweden. Switzerland versus Sweden. Normally, Sweden was a team which was actually very good team that would qualify like anyway directly or through the playoffs at second place. But right now they're only at 1 point, and that's very surprising that Kosovo especially is on second place with 7 points. So normally they also have the chance to qualify for the World Cup. But it seems a bit difficult to qualify directly because Switzerland nearly guaranteed this ticket. But although also Switzerland will win against Sweden at home with a 2-1 scoreline, and Slovenia surprisingly also win 1-0 against Kosovo. We come to the last matchup here in this group. Sweden take on Slovenia. And I'm gonna say the Slovenians will grab only 1 point, but with a 2-2 scoreline. And surprisingly, Switzerland will demolish Kosovo at home ground with a 3-0. And that's my prediction. Switzerland will top first the group, Slovenia would be second, Kosovo would be third but with the same points, and Sweden last. It's sad for Kosovo, but I hope they stay strong and yes, also qualify for the playoffs. But I see Slovenia's chance more. Anyway, we go to Group C. There's normally 2 teams with the same amount of points, which is Denmark and Scotland. Also in this group are Greece and Belarus. Although Greece and Belarus lost their chance for qualifying for the World Cup and for the playoffs, it's actually a battle between two sides, Denmark and Scotland, and probably uh, the they're gonna fight at the last until the last match day who will qualify directly and who go to the playoffs. And also the last matchup is is a direct matchup between Scotland and Denmark. But before that, Denmark will win 5-0 and demolish Belarus at home ground. Scotland also will win in a nearly 1-2 win against Greece. And also that's very sad for Greece that they miss this World Cup also, because Greece have some good talents. We know all Greece is a very nice team. They have a good squad, and yeah, uh, actually they could do something in this group, but unfortunately they can't. So um, it's sad to know, but I see Greece chances more in the next Euros, because they should need a little bit of time. They don't have a bad squad. They actually have a good squad with also Pavlidis, Solis, and some other good players like Bakasetas and so. Like Greece team is not bad actually. And this match, although it's in home ground of Scotland, Denmark will win with a 1-2 scoreline and probably directly qualify for the World Cup, while Scotland will go to the playoffs. And this last matchup will Greece end with a 0-4 win. There was 4 goals against Belarus, but sadly it didn't change nothing for Greece. But Denmark will qualify directly to the World Cup, while Scotland will go to the playoffs. Now over to Group D. We have France, Ukraine, Iceland, and Azerbaijan. This group is also like similar to the Group B, like of the group from Switzerland, Sweden, Slovenia, and Kosovo, cause it's not over yet. Although the last place side in this group is Azerbaijan, in the B group was Sweden, also have a very small, tiny chance to be second in this group, but it's very difficult. Although Azerbaijan will do a surprise against Iceland and take the take 1 point, although it's not helpful for them. They take the 1 point against Iceland at home, and France will win against Ukraine in a 3-1 scoreline at home ground, probably in Paris, but I'm not sure. Maybe they play somewhere else. Ukraine vs Iceland. This is also a match which could end in a draw, and I also think it will end in a draw and in a 1-1 draw. Final matchup, Azerbaijan versus France. France will win 3-0 away. My thoughts, because France team is very good, maybe one of the best right now. They have a very good squad. Mbappe on fire right now. He's very good. Ukraine also decent actually. They're also kind of good. They have a good chance in the playoffs because they will be second. Um, then, yeah, they will be second. Iceland would be third, but they wouldn't show a bad performance. They would actually clinch some points, like in this reason 2 points, but they also have a big chance actually to qualify, and they could be happy for them. Of course, they can't qualify for the World Cup then, and also not from the playoffs. But same with Greece. But I see the team from Greece a little bit more in front, but they are like in a similar way. I know that Iceland qualified for the 2018 World Cup. So they saw actually a World Cup, but in this group, the first two places are actually set. And also feel very bad for Azerbaijan, because I mean, Azerbaijan is a team which tries everything, which would try everything. Last day I watched the match, and I saw how good the goalkeeper is actually. Without the goalkeeper, Azerbaijan would concede more goals than normally. And that's why Azerbaijan is a team which actually fights for everything. All, especially in club football, Karabakh, they are right now 6th or 7th in the Champions League group league phase, and they are very successful. They won against Benfica away. They won against Copenhagen, and yeah, they have a very decent squad in Karabakh. Azerbaijan, sadly, unfortunately, not so good, but we hope it would be better. Now we go over to my group, to Group E. For these people who don't know me, I'm Turkish, so I support Turkey. We are right now at 9 points, and I would be honest, so I don't give a fantasy scoreline that maybe Turkey would bring first place. No, I would be honest, and but although I will be honest, I think Turkey will win 5-0 against Bulgaria at home, because our team is like right now one of the best in Europe. Not the best, but in all the way at the top 10 of the best football teams in Europe. Of course, I can't say now the other 9 teams which are better than us, but I see Turkey in a very good way. We have a golden generation. We have the 2005 generation. Kenan Yıldız, Can Uzun, Arda Güler. Like these 3 boys, all born at 2005, all 20 years old. They show a very good performance at the offensive part. They are very good. Turkey have a striker problem, because we don't have a real striker like in other teams. But Turkey don't need a striker. The coach Vincenzo Montella, the Italian coach, also said we actually don't need a striker, because our offensive is very good, that we don't need a striker. We have 3 talented stars, although Montella doesn't let play Can Uzun, and it's very sad, because Can Uzun have a very good performance in the Bundesliga and Eintracht Frankfurt, and so it's sad that he don't let him play, because with this 3 in the same game, in the offensive. Nobody can stop. You can put Kenan Yildiz at the left winger position. He's also very good at Juve. I heard some rumors that Kenan Yildiz can go to Real Madrid, because in the next Champions League match against Real Madrid and Juve, maybe he the Real Madrid scouts would see Kenan Yildiz, how his performance is, and then two stars of Turkish football, Arda Güler and Kenan Yildiz, play for the same team, and also probably for the best team in the world, for Real Madrid. And yeah, it would be very cool. I mean, I'm a Fenerbahce supporter, and I would support Real Madrid also very much. I would also watch every match from Real Madrid, and also buy a jersey maybe. Yeah. But anyway, we go to groups again. Georgia and Spain. I'm gonna say Spain wins it 1-3. Sorry, 1. Yeah. 3-1. And to be fair, we can't win against Spain. But this time we don't got clashed like 6-0. This time we will lose maybe 2-1. Although I feel confident, and in the normal way I would say Spain would only win with 1 goal difference, and Turkey will beat Spain in Sevilla, but it's very difficult that this would happen. By the way, Georgia will also win 3-0 against Bulgaria. And this is my prediction. Turkey will go to the playoffs. Of course, I can't predict the playoffs now because it's not set, but yeah, we go to the next group, Group F. There we have Portugal, Hungary, Ireland, and Armenia. Yeah, this group, actually Portugal could win against Hungary, and then they could secure, like England, where we come later in this video, to guarantee a World Cup spot. And Portugal, we all know Ronaldo, with the age of 40, he don't stop to play. He doesn't stop to play. He's like, for his age, he's so fit, and he keep on, like he's keep on. He don't give up in this age, and that's a very big respect. For no reason you should say he's a goat, like, yes. But anyway, in the group, it's a battle of 3, because also Hungary, also Ireland, and also Armenia have the chance to be second, and Hungary and Ireland also have the chance to be first, because Portugal have maybe 10 points, yes, but two games are still playing. The only team that couldn't be first is Armenia, because they lost to Ireland, I guess 1-0. Yes, 1-0. Maybe if but if Armenia would win it, then it would be like this time Ireland would go deep. But for Armenia, they have anyway a good chance to be second, because they also play against Hungary now at home, and this would be a very good chance to be second again. But they have the disadvantage that they play in the last match against Portugal away, and this would be very difficult for Armenia to hold in second. So, and I'm gonna say surprisingly that Armenia will also win against Hungary 2-1 at home, and Portugal will win away against Ireland 2-0. And obviously Portugal will win 3-1 against Armenia, also at home, and secure the point. So before we go over there, you see, if Ireland wins, they are in front of Armenia. If Hungary wins, they are especially. But if they draw, also, cause Hungary would be at 6 points. Same with Armenia, but Hungary would stay at a 0 goal difference. Armenia have a -8 goal difference, which would. I'm also gonna say Hungary will win against Ireland at home, so 2-1. And Portugal obviously would finish first, Hungary second, Armenia third, and Ireland last. Yeah. Also, the other nations like Hungary, Armenia, Ireland, they also don't have bad players. For example, Hungary, Szoboszlai, Attila Szalai, Bola, Kerkez, they are good players. Armenia also don't have bad players. Like, although Mkhitaryan don't play now, but they have some good players. Like, for example, Ranos is not bad, Bichakchian, Zelarayan, and Sperzian. So they don't have bad players actually. And Ireland also try some things. Also try to win. Keep on. But yeah, they also don't have a bad squad. Nobody have actually a bad squad. You shouldn't see national teams like other countries under your own country. For example, everybody see, for example, Moldova very low, but you shouldn't think like this. Every match is difficult, and for every match you should train in the same way. It doesn't matter if you play against Moldova or San Marino or against Spain, Portugal, because every match is difficult. It doesn't matter if your players are better or worse than the other team. You should train every time in the same type. We go over to Group G, and this our first group with 5 teams, which I should predict. There we have the Netherlands, Poland, Finland, Lithuania, and Malta. I'm gonna say Finland will win against Malta with a 3-1 scoreline, and the Netherlands will win with a 2-3 away score. Poland will hang on also, but the Netherlands still will gonna win it. And also the Netherlands in the last match will win 5-1 against Lithuania at home, while Poland will also win 0-4 against Malta at away. And this is the end of the group. The Netherlands go through directly to World Cup. Poland will go to the playoffs, and the other 3 teams, Finland, Lithuania, and Malta, will be out, sadly. We go over to Group H. There we have Austria, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Romania, Southern Cyprus, and San Marino. And I'm first of all, I want to say San Marino have maybe 0 points. They don't have a single point and only score a single goal and concede 32 goals. They have a goal difference of -31, but they anyway have a chance to qualify for the World Cup via the playoffs. Cause when Romania will finish second, they could qualify. from pot 4, which is actually not so um, difficult that they should qualify, but they have a strange thing what they should do. They should lose to Romania and concede many goals from Romania, how many they can, to um, to success their chances better. Although I want Bosnia and Herzegovina to be first in this group or second, um, for Bosnia because I like Bosnia very much. But when I think about Turkey, when we are in the first part of the World Cup pots, I want that San Marino would be in the third pot with Moldova. That would be for us. Maybe when we should play against San Marino at home, would be a very nice and a very nice matchup. So I want to see this. And like you say here, Southern Cyprus will play against Austria. Austria will win it with a 1-4 scoreline. Austria will clinch the 3 points very easy because they have a very strong squad. Austria, like also a surprising team that could surprise in the World Cup to maybe come very far in the tournament, maybe like quarterfinals, maybe or like round of 16. It's not so bad for Austria. Then we have Bosnia versus Romania. So this matchup I think will end with a 2-2 draw. Well, oops. Because both teams are very good. Both teams have very good players. Both teams are like in the same, how I can say, in the same level from playing football. They are both decent teams, and this match will end in a 2-2 draw. We go to last match day 10, and unfortunately Austria will win against Bosnia with a 3-1 headline because Austria wouldn't lose points at home against Bosnia, and Romania play at home against San Marino, and San Marino also know it, so Romania will win 5-0 and will be second in this group. And sadly, unfortunately, very sorry for Bosnia, but Bosnia have two very difficult matchups against two direct teams, which are the direct teams for qualifying. So that's sad for Bosnia. I'm very sorry for that, but yeah. Romania will demolish San Marino and take the second place, and also San Marino will go to the playoffs. It's very funny that Bosnia and Southern Cyprus don't go through to the playoffs, but San Marino, because San Marino finished his Nations League group at first place. So Austria will go directly to World Cup, Romania to the playoffs in their normal pot, probably pot 2 or 3, and San Marino also go to the playoffs via the Nations League, but from pot 4. So we go over to Group I. There we have Norway, Italy, Estonia and Moldova. So this group have 4 teams. Although it's Group I, normally it should have 5 teams, but it's have 4 teams. Here the matchup, a very big rivalry between Norway and Italy, because both have the chance for qualifying directly at first place for World Cup. But I see obviously Norway more in front than Italy, because Norway won like directly here with a 3-0 scoreline against Italy in matchday 3, so they secure a very big advantage, and it doesn't go with the direct scoreline. It's with the difference. So there, Norway is 16 goals above Italy. Also in our group, in Group E, where we are with, okay, it's normally +7, but it's normally +3, and Spain have +15. Here is a 16 goal difference, when our group is only 2 goal difference, 12 goal difference. But unfortunately for us, it's very difficult, and also for Italy. But because also Norway will win 4-1 at home against Estonia, and Italy will win 3-0 at away against Moldova. So it's a very important matchup until the last matchup, until the match day. The last match day, it's the directly match day between Italy and Norway, and to be fair, this will end in a 3-3 draw. It would be a very big drama, but Norway at the end will qualify. Although this draw, I know maybe Norway will want to finish with all points, like 8 from 8 wins. And this match, Moldova automatically would get a 3-0 win, because they play against nobody. So Moldova will take their first win and will be at last place. But like I said before, Moldova have probably a directly Nations League spot, cause like a normal playoff spot. Like I said before in this video many times, they will also be first in this group, like San Marino, so they have a big chance. Estonia, unfortunately, at 3rd place. Yeah, sorry for saying Moldova 5th, they are actually 4th. Estonia are 3rd. Italy, unfortunately, finished 2nd and also go to the playoffs. Like last time, they faced against North Macedonia and lost their match. Very sad for Italy, but Norway will qualify directly to the World Cup. So Group J, there we have Belgium, North Macedonia, Wales, Kazakhstan and Liechtenstein. This group is actually also very it's a very important group. 2 match days before the end, 3 teams have the chance to qualify. Okay, maybe Kazakhstan not anymore, but especially these 3 teams, at these 3 teams everything can change now. Belgium is also not safe. And North Macedonia, what a performance. They even don't get lost a single match. Very big respect to North Macedonia. A very big respect. But Kazakhstan vs Belgium, Belgium will win with a 3-0 scoreline and probably guarantee the spot, because Belgium also play against Kazakhstan and Liechtenstein, which is actually the direct ticket for the World Cup. But also Wales will win against Liechtenstein with a 0-4 scoreline. And Belgium will win against Liechtenstein 2-0. And now you see North Macedonia and Wales here. I don't cheat here, but I'm gonna say this match will end in a 1-1 draw. Cause North Macedonia wouldn't lose against Wales, so this will end in a 1-1 draw. Belgium will go through the World Cup directly at first place. North Macedonia will play in the playoffs. Wales, maybe, like Wales, maybe you think, okay, it's over. Only for 2 goals Wales lost it. No, Wales will also go to the playoffs because they finished also the group above us in the Nations League. You know I'm Turkish, so in the last match day they win against Iceland and we lost against Montenegro, while they finished first in our group, in our Nations League group last year. So they also gonna qualify directly to the playoffs. And unfortunately Kazakhstan and Liechtenstein don't have a chance anymore and are unfortunately out. In my opinion also only. So we have Group K, there we have England, Albania, Serbia, Latvia and Andorra. And to be fair, England, congratulations, you are the first team, the first country which qualifies from Europe to the World Cup. 18 points, 18 goals, no conceded goals, like a very clear performance, very clean sheet performance from England. Respect for not conceding goals. Although this group is for the English team not so difficult, but I thought that maybe Albania, Serbia and probably maybe away at Latvia could be a little bit difficult, but they win. Like, they won all the games. Like, the goals and the points are the same. Like, very big respect and no conceding goals. And against Serbia at home, this will continue and England will win with a 2-0 scoreline against Serbia, and Albania will also beat Andorra away with a 2-0 win. Then we have the final matchup, Serbia versus Latvia. This matchup will win 4-1 for Serbia against Latvia. And the last matchup, England will win 3-1 against Albania away. And at the end of this group, England, without conceding goals, oh no, they will concede 1 goal in the last matchup against Albania. And first, Albania with 14 points in second and go to the playoffs. Serbia, unfortunately not. They will finish third with 13 points. It's very sad, only 1 point will make a big difference here. Latvia will finish 4th with 5 points. And Andorra will finish last with 1 point. And yeah, we'll go to the last group. Group L. There we have Croatia, Czechia, the Faroe Islands, Montenegro and Gibraltar. Croatia nearly guaranteed it, but because of the goal difference, Czechia maybe could do a sensational comeback, but it's very difficult and it would not happen. I can tell you this, but we can say for 99.9% that Croatia will qualify directly to the World Cup. Czechia is lost the last match against the Faroe Islands, surprisingly, where the Faroe Islands got motivated, but they should play against Croatia at away, I think. And Czechia only need to play against Gibraltar. So if Czechia didn't win against Gibraltar and Faroe Islands, win against if Czechia doesn't beat Gibraltar and the Faroe Islands surprisingly also win against Croatia, then they would go to the playoffs. They would have the chance to qualify for the World Cup. Like these tiny islands. But it would not happen like this. Montenegro also could surprise, but only can go at the best way at third place, because Czechia can't go to fourth because they have 13 points and mathematically they can't fall out. But let's predict the last matches here. Unfortunately, or probably, Croatia will win with a 3-1 headline and sadly end the dreams for the Faroe Islands here. And Gibraltar vs Montenegro. Montenegro will win this match 0-2 away. Czechia obviously will win 3-0 against Gibraltar at home, and also in the last and very final match Croatia will win 4-0 against Montenegro away. And this group ends like this. Croatia obviously go directly through the World Cup, and Czechia will go to the playoffs, while Faroe Islands, Montenegro and Gibraltar will end their dream, sadly. But yeah, this was my prediction for all the groups and for the final 2 match days of European qualifiers, and who is gonna make it. I can say all the teams which will qualify directly and via the playoffs to the World Cup in a very fast way. Group A, Germany. Group B, Switzerland. Group C, Denmark. Group D, France. Group E, Spain. Group F, Portugal. Group G, Netherlands. Group H, Austria. Group I, Norway. Group J, Belgium. Group K, England. And Group L, Croatia. And I'm gonna say where was it? It was this group. Ukraine, Turkey, what's this group? Poland and Italy will also qualify from playoffs. Also, from these 4 teams, like which I said, like Ukraine, Turkey, Italy, and Poland, all of these 4 are in the first pot of the qualifiers, and these 4 teams will also gonna go to the World Cup. And yeah. But anyway, thank you for watching this long video. It's probably around the 45 minutes. But thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we see us in more World Cup content.